All right. You guys are tuned in right now to the Shady Ass Tea right here on hot7025fm.com. I am fine ass Eve Carrice, and I'm here with my cousin host, Sir. Sir, how are you
Yo,
feeling?
I'm feeling sweaty, but very, very good. I'm happy it's Tuesday.
You know what? Taco Tuesday it is, okay? Um, Shout out to one of the co-hosts earlier, Norman J. Liverpool the fourth came through. He said he was going home for Taco Tuesday, and I was like, Taco Tuesday? I almost forgot, but I forgot that you added that as our theme song for today. So Taco Tuesday it is. Okay. So shout out to everybody who's listening live. Thank y'all for bearing with us. We've been having technical difficulties. Okay. We have
Man,
brand new computers,
the
brand new
devil is
cameras.
busy.
Not the devil child.
Child, the devil is busy. The Queen Elizabeth is busy trying to destroy us.
Man. Listen, talking about colonizing. So how you feel about
hmm
that? Did you have, some remorse about the loss of
No,
your queen?
no, it wasn't my queen. my queen is Latifah.
Not Queen Latifah. That's what I said. I was like, the Queen, who? First of all, Queen been dead. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that
Been
out
dead
there in the streets. Okay.
for real.
Listen, real quick before we get into all of this shady ass tea, don't forget if you're listening live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter, click that share button. Tell your friends about us. We are about to spill a whole lot of tea, and we want to make sure that
hmm
everyone gets all of the tea. Okay, so click that share
Absolutely.
button. Yes, and real quick, you can also follow us on social media at Hot7025FM as well as Shady Ass Tea on all
Absolutely.
platforms as well. So
Do all
do
that.
that. Okay. Shout out to Nora McCarma. Nora Karma says, what queen? We talking about Michelle Obama? We definitely are not
So
talking
no,
about Michelle.
that queen is
Okay.
still living.
Right, right. So what's your thoughts? I thought the queen was dead, child. I thought she was dead
Listen,
like a year
I
ago.
we said rest in peace to the queen. I want to say 12 months ago. She's been dead and been dead since been dead.
She gone.
She gone. She been gone.
Yeah. And
Some
I'm really
96. She was 127 years old. She been dead.
She probably was like 400 or something. Cause wait, don't they call them like the reptilians? Like they're like a reptilian
I
family?
don't know. I'm not. I don't know.
Like,
I'm not
isn't
gonna
that a
get into
thing?
the conspiracy. That's what people be saying. I don't do the conspiracy theories about the reptile people and aliens from other planets.
But what
I
what
just
is
know
that? What is that theory? Is it saying that
that
they are like
they're reptile. They're
reptiles?
shapeshifters. Yeah.
Okay,
Right. And
so
pretending to
like
be
a
humans.
shell. I
I'm
mean,
just listen. I don't know.
it's a thing, right? I
It's
guess.
it's a theory. People are saying it. I don't know if I believe it, but people are definitely saying it.
Yeah.
And so I leave that. Oh shit! I'm falling. I'm falling. Fall with me.
So you leave that to the people who believe in the reptilian situations. I mean, I think that it is what it is. I
Absolutely.
mean, I wouldn't, they say that her stunt double came back looking snatched. She did come back a little bit more vibrant than when she had COVID allegedly, right? So she allegedly
Well,
had,
I
remember,
mean,
she allegedly had COVID and then died, and then all of a
yeah,
sudden she was
right. Because she died
alive.
of COVID. She died
Right.
of COVID last year. You know what? I don't know. Is she dead? I think that Joe Biden is dead. He's a
Oh,
reanimated corpse walking around. I'm just saying, people is dead. People is dying and never died before, and they coming back.
shout out to Joe Biden because I was watching this video of him earlier where he couldn't figure out his way off of the stage. Like he had to call other people back up to the stage so that he can get
Mm,
his mind, back in
mhm.
order to guide himself back off the stage. And I'm like, yo, like this
Whoever
man
is
is glitching
controlling his
out. He
whoever's controlling
is
his little
glitching.
joystick, they not doing a good job.
It's
They are not doing a
glitching.
good job.
It's
They
definitely
are definitely
glitching.
not. They are letting him just and then
So
it's a mess.
they're saying that she died a week after Cicely Tyson died, and yeah, of COVID. That's what we
Right.
were talking about. So I
A
don't
week.
know. It's a little risky out here in these streets. I don't know what's going on
It,
with the Queen, but definitely they're colonizers. They definitely enslaved a lot of people who look like us, and we ain't with the
yes.
shit. Pretty
At
much.
all.
Okay,
We
so
Irish Twitter was lit. Black Twitter was lit. It was a lot of people excited about. It's been a long time since I've seen somebody this excited about a person dying.
And when you say excited, what does that mean?
They was like lit, like they people were dancing jigs. They were posting the funniest memes I've seen all year. Nobody felt any remorse. They was talking about how they was definitely unbothered.
They're like Beyonce. Who you talking about?
Right,
Beyonce? Who you
right.
talking about? Who you talking about? You talking about Lil Kim?
Oh
Who are we
man,
talking
could you
about
imagine
here?
your grandma dying and the world celebrating that your grandma is dead? Like that
And
would be
this
that would be tough.
and I do have some feelings about Megan
Hmm.
going over there, and they don't even allow her to go to Scotland, right? Because
Right,
that's where they
right,
like they don't allow her to go to Scotland to with the rest of the family,
right. I'm like, y'all can suck
like
a dick. I'm
two of
you and that
them.
old ass lady. Y'all all can die and live in the same tomb. Okay, fuck y'all.
Like the thing
How
is
you gonna
that
be racist in your death, old bitch? That's what
right,
I mean.
like how do you not allow her, like this is this man's wife, like he's still the
Right,
prince, this is this man's wife, and you
the
don't
mother of his
allow her
children,
to come over for what reason? And then
cause she black.
allegedly the grandmother loved Megan, that's what they kept on saying, which we
Lies.
all know was cap.
Well, you know what? They're saying that she loved it. Also saying that she lived a year after she died. So
Listen,
they just be lying.
they needed to make sure that the line of order was ready because of this war that was announced, right?
Hmm.
So we know that
Right,
there was a war that was announced, and then they also have to like put people in order. So they didn't have time. She
right.
died. She didn't went ahead and died of COVID. They didn't have time to figure out who was gonna do what. So they were like, "No, she's still
Did she go
alive."
ahead and die? Like she
Wink,
was like, you know what I'm
wink.
gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and go and die today. I'm done. I wrapped it up and go ahead. He said, go ahead and die of COVID, like she was planning on it. That's
She
funny.
probably was. She probably was like, "Listen, it's time, okay?" And then all of us thought it was time too. So, you know, I have no remorse for people who hold people captive and still do,
Still hold captive.
still have slaves in your, in your
Did you
castle.
see? Did you see Prince Charles shooing the he had his servant like clearing his desk off. He had like two things on his desk, and he's like, he's giving an announcement. He's shooing and shooting and shooing it away, and it was on camera, and everybody was like, "See, this is the bullshit we talking about right here. This is why everybody hated your damn mama because you can't
my
even pick
my
up your own shit off your desk. Just sit
my
down.
thing is
Like
that
that's
like
it was a lot.
at what point do they like at what point does the country like try to overturn this family that's been running this country for hundreds of years?
Well, I
Like
mean,
at what point
technically
does
they
this
don't run the
happen?
country, but I don't know. I listen. I think that they like it. They like it. They love it. They want more of it. They show up for the babies. They be clapping and they be at the coronations. They love that shit.
So
I'm not here for it.
one video I did see though, I did see a video of Harry and Meghan. They were walking to the car, and so was what's the other brother name? What's his
William,
name? William and whatever his
hmm
what's Kate, right? Kate,
Kate,
right?
John
William
and
and
Kate.
Kate
What's
were
they?
walking to the car. First of all, Kate is done with William. She won her divorce yesterday. Okay, you could tell by her mannerism. She is finished and she's done with that man. So
Right.
this is the thing. So they're walking to the car, both of them as a couple. Um, Prince Harry is holding Meghan's hand. Uh,
Mhm.
Kate and what's his name, child?
William, child.
William.
William.
Okay, William. William and Kate walking next to each other. They ain't touching each other. Kate is finished, and then they go to the car. They go to the
uh
car, and um,
Harry.
William, no, William just
Uh
lets Kate get in the car,
Well, what?
and
Listen, get your ass in here. Come on,
and
get your
and
ass
and,
in this car. Shut up.
and Harry goes and
Hmm.
opens the door for his wife, lets her
Hmm.
get in the car, and then he
Hmm.
goes and gets in the car. What answer? What answer do we have for men doing this moving forward? Are we going with A or B? Okay, A is William. B is
Listen,
Prince
it
Charles. I mean
depends
Prince
on
Harry.
it depends on your relationship, right? So maybe she's like, don't touch no, I don't want you touching shit I'm doing. Please just, I gotta be here. I hated your mama. I hated your, when I hated not your mama. I hated your grandmama. I hate that I got to be at this fucking funeral. Just let's get out of here, right? I don't even like you no more. I had these kids. I don't like you. So in that situation, you probably wouldn't hold the door for her. But like
Why? But
Harry
even in
was like,
public,
fuck this Prince shit. Let's move to Canada. Yeah,
and now them don't they
even
live
in
in
public.
L.A.? Don't they
Keep
live in L.A. now?
yeah, yeah, live in LA now. Right. They Harry and Megan is like, look, we love each other. We said fuck these people. We're gonna go be black over here. We're gonna have black little black babies. Let them meet their grandma with the dreads and with the locks. Let them just be black in
Let them
L.A.
hang out. Let them hang out with their black
Yeah,
grandmother, and not their
with
crazy
their black grandma.
grandfather.
Not their trashy granddaddy. I
Goodness gracious! Isn't he in the hospital? Did he die? Or something? I don't know what the hell happened. Something happened recently with him.
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
He probably done stole something in line. Now you're trying to scam somebody out of something.
And Nora Carmen says a princess is a princess. Get the door, fool. I mean, I'm here for it. Listen, I think that real
Get the
gentlemen
door,
open.
fool.
I think that real gentlemen open the door for any lady, whether it's your
Any
wife,
lady?
your daughter,
I absolutely open the door for my daughters.
a stranger in front of you walking in the door or behind
Depends
you.
depends on the shade of the stranger.
Damn, sir, you racist. We are not doing this. So
I'm
you're
not,
trying to
listen.
tell me you walk up to what kind of grocery store? What grocery store they have in Houston?
They got all the grocery stores. I go to
Name one.
HEB, Kroger.
Kroger. Okay, you go into
Hmm.
Kroger. It's a little it's a little old white lady behind
Hmm.
you. She's
Yeah,
stumbling in. Are
I'm
you
gonna let the
holding the door?
automatic doors close.
Damn.
They slamming on her. They gonna
See?
cartoon. They gonna cartoon her. Boom.
Goodness
She gonna get slammed in
gracious.
there. She gonna be flat, and she gonna come squeezing through like that. Now, sister,
You go out of your
everybody
way.
stop. Out of my way. Out of
That's
my
hella
way.
racist.
Whatever.
That's hella
It is
racist.
what it is.
Listen, I mean, I'm okay with opening the door for whomever, especially if it's like a senior citizen. I'm definitely opening the door. Matter
Mm-hmm.
of fact, let me tell you a little story that happened the other day. I go to CVS
Mm-hmm.
and I'm waiting in the line. It's a older lady in front of me. She may have been houseless, right? But she was picking
Mm-hmm.
up some items that she needed, and
Okay.
she was looking for Tums. The lady behind the counter said, "Hey, they're probably right there on the counter." She's like, "I
Mm-hmm.
can't see." I'm like, "All right, cool, I got you, girl." Like, I'm like, so this lady is Caucasian, right? I'm looking for her. I don't see them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a young black chick behind the counter. She might have been
Mm-hmm.
like 18, 19, right?
Okay.
the the lady says, "Well, can you help and go get the Tums for me?" Man, this chick's face, and it's a pretty black young chick, right? Man,
Uh-huh.
I swear I went to mama mode, right? I just looked at her
Uh-huh.
like she just rolled her eyes like, ugh. I said, "Excuse me, would you rather me go get the Tums for her? Because I'll go get
I'd
it
have
for her
said
if you have a
yes.
problem doing that." Right? This her job. She
I'd
signed
have
up
said,
for this. Didn't nobody tell her to put
listen,
her little CVS vest
that
on and
blind lady
come?
can go get her own tongue.
good,
Okay.
good,
Because
good
whatever she put in her,
night.
or whatever she put in her body to get her stomach messed up,
Good,
she could see that. She
like
was
she
at,
had options.
she got
We
options.
not doing that.
She got
So
options.
so the chick goes back. First of all, she straightened her face up real fast. She goes
Mm-hmm.
back and she gets the Tums or whatever, brings them to the lady. They
Mm-hmm.
finish the transaction, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So the black chick helps me next. She was so
Okay.
flustered she couldn't even ring up my stuff because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
listen, don't treat elderly people. And I told her, I'm like, hey,
Listen,
no,
old people can
no.
get it too.
But the lady was nice. It wasn't even like she was rude. She was very nice.
Oh,
So
she was just nice and blind.
she can't see what she's supposed to do.
I was asking. She was just nice and blind, and she just was
listen, listen,
like I'm legitimately asking.
listen. She was very nice. She was very nice and polite in asking for help. Right. So
Ain't no, I mean.
anyway, so the black girl ends up helping me. She's so flustered she can't even ring up the stuff. I'm
Mm.
like, listen. Anytime that you have somebody that comes in here that's elderly, you could tell that they're houseless and that they're black. You need to
Oh, it
help
was a
them.
black lady.
No, what you talking about? Which
The
one?
blind lady was black.
No, she was Caucasian,
That's what I thought you said.
but she probably had black up in here before.
That listen, that don't mean nothing. She better go hobble her ass
She
back to
was
the
a
get
nice.
them tums.
She was a nice
They
little
got
lady.
she better
She
braille her
is.
way to them tums. She better get to
First
them
of
fucking
all,
tums.
first of all, the views. Of sir, do not represent the views of Hot
she,
7025 or myself, fine ass. No,
she
they
ain't
do
got no
not.
view. She just.
Oh my goodness. This is
uh,
not, we not
I'm just
doing
saying.
this. Long story short, black people out there, y'all, help elderly people, help black people, and,
Absolutely, I agree
and
with
help
that.
elderly people, period. And especially if they're houseless and they're nice and polite, help them too. No, no, put your hand down.
No, okay. I'm just saying, elderly people are the same people. They're spraying our people with water hoses. They just old now.
She wasn't that old. She ain't water hose old.
She
She
was
may have
water
been
hose old.
aged. No, she may have been aged by the sun child. She might have been
Mm.
40. I don't know.
How we know she was blind? Did she have a stick?
She said she was blind.
That don't mean
She,
she
she,
blind. Look.
she
Like, look.
could
Watch this.
not.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch
You
this.
think she couldn't
I'm white.
read?
Watch this. I'm white.
You could
I said
be.
it.
You sound
I
like
said
it.
it. I
You sound like a gay white man.
Y'all better. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Y'all enjoy, because this episode about to get cursed on this show. Oh, gay white man. You know what I'm saying?
Woo! My goodness.
You sound like a
Shout
gay
out to
white
Nora
man.
Thomas. She said, "Okay, he not my cousin." Period. Okay. My cousin host is about to get dropped from all types of families. But listen,
That's
so
fine.
much going so much going on in the streets. Y'all have to be
Hmm.
kind and nice to one another.
Hmm.
Okay, what's the rapper's name? He done got killed, child. And
PNB Rock.
they then stole his chains and left him
Hmm.
there. Killed him, steal the chains. Like, how does that work?
Didn't they? Okay,
Picture
look.
it, Sicily, 1947, right?
Picture
So
LA, 2022.
okay. Picture it, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Night was September.
Waffles? Come on, waffles.
Waffles. Rock. AIOU and sometimes
Roscoe's
Y.
chicken and waffles. See, that's that white. That's protecting white people. You trying to
Ro-
keep saying white women out your mouth, and you can't even say
Roscoe's
waffle.
Chicken and Waffles,
There we go.
September 12th, 2022.
Okay,
Okay,
there we
picture
go.
it.
Picture it.
What's
I'm
his name
picturing it.
again? PNB Rock.
PNB Rock.
Parks in the back of Roscoe's because that's the only place you could park. Everybody knows this. There's no parking
Side
at
note:
Roscoe's.
I thought you were saying parks in the back was what PNB meant, but go ahead.
See, bars. See, I got it. Okay,
Go ahead.
he parks in the back. You already know when you go to Roscoe's, there's these random
Mm-hmm.
people in the parking lot in the back. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what time of day you go to Roscoe's, there's gonna be some
Mm-hmm.
randoms in the parking lot doing something. We don't know
Doing
what.
something random, begging,
Something.
selling CDs, colognes,
Loitering,
oils,
loitering, whatever it is. Okay.
whatever.
All right,
Busting in
you
cars.
go in Roscoe's.
Mm-hmm.
You order
You get you
chicken
some wings
waffles.
and some waffles, right?
You get a side of grits. You get what you getting? A side of corn. A side of greens. A side
I
of
don't want none of that.
yams. What you getting?
I, I just want
Cornbread. You don't get
five.
cornbread?
I just want five wings and two waffles.
Okay, that's not what he ordered. He had several plates on the table. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So picture it. All
Go
right.
ahead.
So
I'm
he's
picturing
sitting
it.
there. All right.
Hmm.
His lady's sitting next to him. His lady
After
said,
she posted where they was at. Hmm.
but stand by though, because this is the part that's important.
Okay.
PNB Rock had taken over her social media. No, I think that somebody took over social
Hmm.
media, and
Right.
she didn't even have access to the social media
Hmm.
account, password, or
Right.
whatever up until
Right.
the day before or that day.
Okay.
So she's in there and she's like, oh, okay, I got my Instagram, and decides that she wants to take a picture of at Roscoe's and check in.
Right.
Okay, I don't check in until I'm gone.
You don't check it until you're gone.
Yeah, I'm not checking in. I'm not checking in until I'm already gone. So if you see something,
You're the go on vacation and post the videos and stuff after you come back.
robbery is real, okay?
It is.
My ring
100%.
cam can't capture everything, all right? So, although my neighbor might capture your ass though, but this is the thing. I'm just like, I don't understand. Okay, this is what happened. He had on $250,000 worth of jewelry walking into Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in the
Mhm.
hood. What's your thoughts, sir?
I think that niggas is thirsty, and you killing motherfuckers for a chain and clout. That shit is super fucking weak. Like I don't understand. I don't know what year it is. I don't know. why would people are still doing this? But like I felt very very sad when I heard it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like no cap, I was very very sad. I was very hurt by it that this young man was murdered on camera for a fucking chain. Like that shit is weak. I can't deal. It hurts my heart. It really does to see another black man murdered by other black men for literally nothing.
Now, this is my concern is that I do
Mm-hmm.
not believe that the girlfriend who posted the photo of
Mm-hmm.
Roscoe's and the
Mm-hmm.
location is the reason why he got shot. I believe it's okay. I
Go
don't know
ahead.
if any of you guys have ever been to any Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. If you've been
Mm-hmm.
to any soul food restaurant in Southern
Mm-hmm.
California, okay, they do have a
Mm-hmm.
work release program. Dudes in there be buff, fine, and fresh out of jail. Okay, okay, so you walk in a Target with all of this bling on to these
Mm-hmm.
recent felons. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying, but I'm saying the
Mm-hmm.
possibility of them being the ops and calling old boy in the back or down the street or whomever to
Right.
say, yo, we got a lick in here. Now, do I think that they planned to kill him? No. I think they just planned to rob him and it just went
Mm-hmm.
left. Because why would they want to go in Roscoe's and shoot somebody?
Because they
It's too
stupid niggas. Why you want to steal somebody's chain? Like, come on. I'm sorry.
because you can cash in the diamonds. That's what they want. People don't want to go to work, right?
mm-hmm.
People don't want to get up,
That's what Kim
get
Kardashian said.
dressed. I think Kim Kardashian was right in some cases. In
Yeah,
that
she said
case,
people
she
don't
might
want
be
to go to
right.
work.
People don't want to put in the work. They just want to get the results. Like all
Mm-hmm.
they want to do is like, okay, cool, I'm rich, but not understanding like there is a process to being successful. Okay,
Right.
there's like
Right.
repetitive things that you do in order to be
Mm-hmm.
successful. You don't just like, okay, cool, I'm about to come up on this $250,000 worth of diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
That's it. Like I think that's what I'm saying is like one chain. You gonna rob a nigga one chain, and then what? Like never. You have to keep robbing motherfuckers for chains. Like I can't. I think that's when like
Like, are you
you
going to invest it in buy property? Like, what is the
right. What are you
plan
gonna do
here,
with the
sir?
chain? Yeah. What are you doing with the chain once you have it? How are you gonna fence these diamonds? You're gonna break this chain. Now, do you know diamond dealers? I don't imagine that you do robbing motherfuckers in the parking lot of Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. You know diamond dealers. Like it's just I really feel like it was for clout. Like they was like I'm the
I,
nigga that took his chain.
or
People
that
have
was their
done less.
initiation, perhaps. Shout out to Facebook user who says people
Hey,
taking
Facebook
owners
user.
people take owning a gun as having a power to take someone else's life. Hello week, murder is a sin. First of all,
We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it because you're not gonna go. You're not gonna be protecting white women and disrespecting my God on the same show. Okay, we're gonna skip over that one. Well, I let you protect white women. Okay, I did. I let that go. I let your
I
love of white women go.
listen,
Okay.
listen. Carrying a firearm does not make people think that they can take someone's life. I carry a firearm. I don't think I can
hmm
take someone's life. Now, in the event that someone does something to harm someone or myself that's close
hmm
to me and I have to react before they do,
Right.
RIP.
If it's gonna
No,
be you or
I
me,
have
it's gonna be
no.
you.
It's gonna be you. I have no harm, no foul. It's a wrap. Sorry about that. Sorry to that man.
Sorry to
Okay.
that man.
Um. Now.
Uh
Now to the second part that
uh
says
uh. We got
now
to move on.
so we also need to look up let's use the Google because we have to look up what the
The Googler.
definition the Googler, okay, because we look up the definition of what exactly murder means. It says the unlawful premeditated killing of one human being by another, right? So
I think they
technically,
murdered him,
yeah, I think that they murdered him. They didn't. They
hmm
did, but not everybody with a
and it's
gun is a
wrong.
murderer. Not everyone that killed someone is a murderer.
That's
That's all
true.
I'm saying. I
Some
just want
people
to
were
make sure that's
protecting
clear.
themselves. Some people were protecting themselves. Look, her and her leak porno.
Who are we
Who?
talking about?
Why? Who porno?
Who? Who's porno? Nora
Who's
Karma?
porno?
Um,
And we can't be shaming people for being proper sex workers. Okay.
Right. Be a sex worker if you want to be a sex worker. Okay. Facebook user says they may have been young, considering it, behind jury. I
I really
mean,
think it was for clout. Like people do these kids, and I say kids because I'm of a certain age, so I can say that now.
like you a grown man, like you got a full
I,
beard.
I got a full beard.
You got
You
hair
know,
on your
it's
chest.
I do have hair on my chest and other places too. And so
Good
so I
night.
I just think that they be doing shit for clout. Like everybody want to be like that nigga, and they think, well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shoot him, steal his chain, and I'm that nigga. And I'm like, you're really not though. And then you get
Yeah,
when you go to
it's
prison and you get out on the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles release program. Now it's full circle, and somebody, you know what I'm saying, like it's a cycle, and it just seems like really, ooh,
the thing is that it's not funny. The thing is that it's happening so often. Last time I had to go to LA for an event, I had three security officers with me. Like, LA is bad, and I think that all towns have increased crime and probably robbery, theft, whatever, since COVID. I think that those things have,
mm-hmm,
people are feeling some type of way. They want to get money quick. Then you got all these PPPs, and now they go be
right.
in the PP pen, and that's just what it
They
is.
go
But it's
be in a
just,
penitentiary. I didn't get a
but it's
dollar of that PPP money, and I'm so mad.
me either. I didn't get one. I didn't get 50 cents from just less known a dollar. Okay, but this is the thing though, is that I think that people have gotten used to like getting money fast. They haven't
Yeah.
had to go to work, physically go
Mm-hmm,
to a job for at
mm-hmm,
least 2 years, right? So at least two
right.
years, you didn't have to physically go to a job. You had to figure out how to get it, and people tried to
Mm-hmm,
figure out how to get it real quick, and
right.
that's where they are. They're going into jewelry stores, to high end stores, and just stealing, and then just walking out like it's nothing. You know,
Yeah.
and things are happening, things are transpiring, and we know that people are suffering from. Maybe it's a poverty thing. Maybe it's people going through poverty and just like, hey,
Lots of
I'm just
people have
trying to
been
get
going
it,
through poverty.
and I'm trying to
Now
just get it like I get it.
I will
But
say,
mhm.
if I'm at the washateria and somebody has stolen jewelry, I am buying the stolen jewelry.
What is a washateria?
Like a wash house, like the place, the laundromat.
Wait, hold
If
on. Wait.
if I'm
So
like
you
out somewhere, if I'm
so
like at
you
a
go to
gas
the
station,
so you go to the okay, you're saying you go to laundromat, and
hmm
dude comes like, I got these chains, open this
yeah,
jacket.
100%. I'm checking I'm checking the inventory. 100%. I will
Yeah.
buy trunk stuff out of a
Okay.
trunk.
I
Just saying.
can't confirm or deny
Okay, listen, I'm a
any of
confirm.
this. But
If
all I'm
anybody got
saying,
hot sneakers,
no, 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 no. That's not what we do. We're just kidding, feds. We're just ha ha ha.
it's a joke. It's
Ha
entertainment.
ha, it's just jokes. Okay.
It's a
But this is the
joke.
thing. This is the thing that's a little wild though. Is
Okay.
that they're going in, they're committing these crimes. They may
Hmm.
be, okay, I'm gonna go commit this crime for this other person, and then I get a small portion
Hmm.
of it. I'm giving it to them, right? That's typically
Hmm.
how these crimes work, right? You steal a car,
Okay.
you sell it for a certain amount to
Hmm.
these other people. They sell it for a whole, bigger dollar amount, right?
Right.
Let's say they stole a chain, they go do that, they go to jail. They don't really have any money, right? So
Right.
now, in a lot of these states and counties or whatever, they got cash. They're removing cash bail. How do you feel about
Right.
that? How y'all feel about those of you who are on online, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter? If you're on hot7025fm.com app, website, wherever you are, how do you feel about cash bail being removed? And do you think it's going to be a benefit, or is going to take away from whatever this justice system
So
is?
that's the system. I think the bail system in general is some bullshit. Just most people who are getting arrested are look like you and I and are not very wealthy people, right? They don't have an account.
What'd you say?
I said most people that are getting arrested look like you or I, and they are not very wealthy people.
I think it, comma, or.
Or I'm not saying that you and I are not wealthy people. I'm saying that
Okay, then
they
use punctuation or pauses properly. Okay. Because I'm
Fine.
rich, bitch.
Okay,
Okay.
so they look like you and I. Full stop. Also, they are not very rich people. Okay.
Boom.
Also,
Okay.
comma, they are not very rich people.
There we go.
Okay. Um, and so the bail system in general is set up against them. Like even if there was a cash bail system, most people don't have the cash, and so they end up doing things like putting up their house, cashing out their grandma's savings account to get somebody, get Junior out of jail to get him out, and then they still got to pay for lawyers and shit like that. So removing cash bail just sounds like to me to say, okay, we're going to take out the middleman and keep y'all in jail so we can make more money on you being here. I think the whole system is bullshit, and so that's how I feel about them removing
It
cash bail.
really is, and we could talk about Khalif Browder, right? Khalif Browder,
Hmm.
he was a African American young man from the Bronx, who was held
Hmm.
in like Rikers Island. Okay, he was,
Right,
I think, at that time he was like 16 years old. This kid
right.
was
He on
16 years
he on
old.
an island full of murderers.
They accused him of stealing a
Hmm.
backpack that just had like regular backpack
Backpack,
shit in there.
backpack, that shit. Backpack, backpack.
They accused him of stealing the backpack. His bail was $50. No, $50 was his initial bail. His
Hmm.
mama didn't have $50.
Right,
This kid stayed. Well, how long did he stay? He stayed in prison for what, like 2 or 3 years, and they
for
kept
50
him.
bucks.
They kept him kept him
Mm-hmm.
in solitary confinement
Mm-hmm.
because some of the gang members kept on beating him up because he didn't want to join the gang. The COs kept on like doing beating. This is all on tape. COs kept
Mm-hmm.
on like beating him up for not doing stuff that they told him to do, so on and so
Right.
forth. This kid spends his time in solitary confinement, literally loses his mind. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they find out later the kid didn't even steal the damn backpack, which he had already told him he didn't take the backpack.
Right.
they 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 let him go, pay him a couple $1 million. He ends up so out of his mind and having a mental breakdown and not really knowing how to function outside of that because he was locked up by himself for a few years.
Right.
He ends up committing suicide. This is like this dude went to jail for stealing a backpack. The bail
Right.
was $50 and they didn't have it. Like
Yeah.
this is like this cash bail thing is something that we definitely need to talk about. Now, you get accused of murdering someone.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, we didn't had a what was this dude's title? Robert Tellis was,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys even heard about this in Houston. Robert Tellis, I think
Mm-hmm.
he's like a he's what is he? He's like a,
I
let
don't
me use
know.
the Googler.
I'm gonna say Google.
Um,
Hey Google, who is Robert Tellis? And what he do? He killed somebody. He killed his woman. He killed his wife because white men
man,
love killing their wives.
you don't even understand
He
what the
killed
hell
his
going
wife.
on
He killed
here.
his kids, and then he went down the street and killed the neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Like they be doing shit like that. And so I listen. I'm gonna try my best to feign surprise when you tell me what this man did.
Las Vegas administrator Robert Tell is charged with murder and stabbing death of journalist Jeff German. Jeff German was one of the guys who
Hmm.
possibly worked with someone you may have known at the Review
Hmm.
Journal. Okay.
I'm like I know the name. I've heard the name Jeff. I know that name.
He did like 4 stories basically saying, talking about how he had some issues in his office. Like he
Hmm.
was, he had some inappropriate relationships with someone.
Right.
I don't know if you want to throw in anything there.
I don't know anything about inappropriate relationships at the
My man goes over this dude goes over to Jeff's house. Robert Tellis goes over to Jeff's house. Okay, he got
hmm
on he got on the whole
a fake
outfit like
beard.
he's a gardener. He got on the big sombrero. Uh, uh, I think he had on like
With the bandana hanging out
the
the
orange
back,
shirt, some khakis, some boots.
the whole thing.
Stabbed a man up. Walks back to his own truck. Okay, gets in it and drives home.
That's what I'm saying. Like they be wilding. Like you really gonna kill somebody, get back in your car and go to the house?
He went to the
Like you ain't
house.
just kill. Like you ain't just kill
You
somebody.
want
What
to
you gonna
play?
have a sandwich?
You want to play a game?
Yes,
You want to guess
I
what
love
race it
games.
is? Guess
Yes.
what race it is.
I'm going to say, based on the casualness of leaving the crime scene, like you're not going to get arrested, that this person is originated from the Caucasus Mountains. I just, I'm going to say that. I'm going to
Ding
say
ding ding
he's of
ding ding.
European
Winner
origin.
winner. Winner winner. Chicken dinner. Yes, the man was white. Okay. The nerve. Like this dude went over, stabbed this man up, killed him in the broad daylight, walked away, got in his own truck and drove home.
Please.
He is a public administrator for the county. Like, you mad because this journalist wrote stories about you. So what I told,
That's ridiculous.
I was having a
That
conversation with my
is
sister. I think you're. I was
ridiculous.
having a conversation with my sister, and I was like, if this dude did that, he's definitely killed other people. So I hope somebody does some serious investigating. So yes, child. Yes, Facebook user, the Caucasus Mountains. Okay.
Hmm.
Nora Karma says the truck is worth messing him up. No face, no case.
Right.
Like he
100%.
went and then drove past the man because the way that he walked from the way he walked, you're frozen, sir. The way that he walked from dude's house after stabbing him to the truck, and then the truck drives back that way. like my man, you just like you don't care. You just drove back by the old boy house. Like it's wild out here in these streets, child. Um, yes, Nora Karma for sure. Heartless. Like it's super wild. I think we lost Sir for a second because I feel like his battery ain't shit, and we had to do some finagling with some technical difficulties that we were having earlier. But I'm gonna answer some of your comments real quick. Mickey Hatcher says that I just assumed he killed his wife by his name. Okay, he probably did, and we really go into maybe he was divorced and or his wife was deceased in previous marriages. I don't know, but long story short, he a killer. Like he a whole killer. Like he gone. Okay. Who else we got? Oh yeah. So listen, Facebook user. This is the other clue. The other clue is that they lived in the same neighborhood
So he went around the corner and killed him.
and went home, child. Like it
Went
was
home and had a turkey sandwich.
stranger danger. Like y'all
For
watch out
real.
out there in these streets, okay? Y'all watch
So
out. Yes.
okay, so since we're talking about murdering people, since that's
Mm-hmm.
what we're doing today, we're talking about dead people. We're the sixth sense today at the gig. We see dead people. So this guy, his name was Ouncy Mitchell. He
Oh,
was
real quick, before you get into this, yes, this is
yes.
what happened. So then, this is white privilege at its finest. Okay, this
Hmm.
don't have shit to do with cash bail because I don't even think we got cash bail here in Las Vegas. I mean, removed.
Hmm.
However, this dude got arrested. The police
Hmm.
came with SWAT, arrested the man, went through his house with a warrant, whatever, and
Hmm.
then let him go back home. And then came to arrest him later.
Please,
Okay,
please.
that we're done here.
We're
Continue
done.
on, sir.
So this black rodeo cowboy, his name is Ouncy Mitchell. He's here. He's from Houston. He was 27. He was just murdered by his girlfriend, his on again, off again girlfriend in Utah. So he went to Utah to go to to be a part of the state fair and compete in the rodeo there. And they got in an argument. He wanted to go back to the house and get his stuff. He went back to the house and she shot through her front door and killed him. She was 21. He was 27. She told the police he was trying to break into her house, though they were staying together at the time because he was there in Utah. They were staying together at like the Airbnb or whatever. And the neighbors were saying that he wasn't trying to break in, and she just killed him. And so now this 27-year-old man is dead because the girlfriend was like, and there was no other than them getting in an argument. There was nothing that happened prior that would have like necessitated her killing him. And so I'm just feeling like right now the ladies is killing the guys. Hey,
Can we play? Can we play a game?
sure.
You got to give me some clues because I'm trying to figure out. I have
Okay.
not seen this story or anyone, so you give me clues.
Well,
Utah,
ounce,
yes, is definitely a clue. Utah in
ounce,
itself is a clue.
But you know, she's from Houston too. The girlfriend's from Houston. They traveled to Utah together.
Okay.
They traveled to Utah together. Her last name is Bagley. I think her first name is LaShawn.
Mm. Not LaShawn, child.
Listen, and shot through the glass,
I need
killed
to
this
know what
man.
Ouncy looks like because I don't think I've seen him at the rodeo.
You should Google her. He's a handsome. He was well. He isn't handsome anymore. He's dead now.
Damn, he
But when
gone.
he was living, he was a handsome man, young
So
handsome man,
Ouncy
27
black
years. Ouncy
and
is black, absolutely,
what you
and
say,
his name is
Lakeisha?
Ouncy. I think it's LaShawn Bagley.
LaShawn.
Um, I think so. That would think that was her name. The reason they called him Ouncy, is
Not
because he was
LaShawn.
yes, because he was born premature, and so that was his nickname, which I thought
Oh.
was the cutest nickname ever for a premature baby.
S- Um. So back to this. So she was black.
She was black. They was both
Damn,
black.
LaShawn.
Shot
And
his
then they
ass.
decided to go to like all white America and just
Well,
she decided.
he's a cowboy.
No, I'm saying that's where she decides to kill the man in all
Right
white
now, she's in
America.
jail in Utah. She is locked up in Utah on second degree murder charge and a third degree illegal use of a firearm, illegal fire exchange of a fire, something like that. Like where she shot the gun and shouldn't have been shooting. So I
Goodness
listen.
gracious.
That's tough. On and off again. Listen, if you got to be on and off again with somebody, just be off. Just be off for real.
Yeah,
Like
I don't want to
I
be
mean
on and
that
off with anybody. We get
with
off this the one
anybody.
time. We off one time, and that's just
We
what it is.
we off one.
One
If you
time.
do, if one time I feel like we should be off, we off.
We off forever.
I've learned my lesson about being on and off. I need to be if we off, we off. Ain't no more turning back on. Okay, I don't spin the block. I don't do that.
So
I don't do
Facebook
that.
user, you got to tell us about the African American girl in Miami. We don't
Like the African
tell us.
American and the girl in my what the Facebook user. Can we play a game? uh, in
Yeah,
memorial pieces. Yeah.
I don't know what's going
Mm-mm.
on here, child. But
I don't know what Facebook user is
people
doing. I
died.
love
They
it.
never died before,
Oh, okay. So I have a question
and
for
that's
you.
a sure.
I have a question. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I had a
Nope.
real quick question.
Hmm.
There's this story I saw on the internet, scrolling on the internet. The man and his girlfriend, they got in an argument because she wanted to go to a club that he thought was sleazy, and he said, "Don't go to this club." She wanted to go with her homegirls. She said, "You know what? I'm not gonna go." He said, "If you go to this club, we breaking up." She said, "I'm not gonna go." She leaves his house. She doesn't call him all day long. She calls him at 4 o'clock in the morning and tells him that she had just got beaten up and raped by two guys at this same club she said she wasn't going to. She had left the club with these two guys, got beaten up and raped by him. When he answered the phone, he said, "I told you not to go to that club," and hung up. The peoples on the internet were saying that he was cold and that he should have stood by her in her time of need and that he should have, protected her and went with her and overlooked the boundaries he had set for her or for himself, really, with her. What do you think? Do you think he should have hung up the phone or he should have taken her to the hospital and stood by her in her time of need?
So, a couple of things Facebook user just posted was she left with the guys
She left with him.
because
She left with two guys.
she left the club with the
She
two
left the
guys when she
she
got her
left the
boyfriend
sleep.
or dude at home.
Right. Well, in my opinion, she thought in her brain she was broken up. She was like, "I'm going to this club. We broke up." And so she going to the club and
So
she's
this
trying to
this
be off
probably her
again, on
regular
again.
be it's probably her
Right.
regular behavior.
Right. Right. So what do you think? Do you think he was cold for saying, "You know what, fuck you, girl. You got raped. So what? I told you not to go to that fucking club," and he hung up the phone.
I'm trying to think of like if my compassion button would kick in if I felt like somebody cheated on me, and it's
Hmm.
probably gonna be a no. It's a no for
It's
me.
probably go. I was gonna, I was like, "Come on,
It's
compassion. Come." I'm not,
like if I'm like I'm telling you like, hey, this club is known to be a little ratchet.
Right.
I don't think you should go there,
Right.
and you say I'm not gonna go, and then you
Right.
go anyway, and
Right.
then leave with two homeless sexuals, whatever what we
Right.
call them, hobosexuals. You leave.
Homosexuals, yes.
That's likely who they are. You leave with
Right.
these guys.
Right.
Two
And
of
where
them.
was you? Two. So
Where was
you
you
was
going?
about to get spit roasted by some strangers, and you gonna call me when it went left? Certainly
Monica
not.
Monica says that I would have compassion, but wouldn't get back with them. Like when we say compassion, okay. When we say compassion, does that mean like I'm answering the phone? You're telling me I got raped by these two
Mm-hmm.
people. I did go to the club you told me not to go to. I hang
Mm-hmm.
up the phone. Do I go get Shorty after this?
No. No.
Like we're
Because
and take her
this.
to go get a rape kit and then just be like, bye, Felicia.
Nah. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say you. That's a tough night you had. Good night.
What is? Can you give us a definition of spit roasted?
Okay. So have you ever seen a pig on a spit? Like
Not in
like
real life.
okay. So you've seen it in the movies though, right?
Wait, I feel like I have actually seen this in real life before.
Okay. So okay, even if you haven't seen it in real life, you've seen it on TV. So think about the pig, right? How do you put the spit in the pig? You put it in its mouth
What?
and you put it in his ass. And so, boop, spit roasted. You never heard that
Over.
before?
I no.
Congratulations. You know what? You're welcome. We have a new term. She said, "Well, that's not
So
funny."
so so do you, so this is my thing is that so with this story, do you think that she really
Well, he said that he saw her later and she was really beat up, so he believes that she did get
mm,
raped. Um,
what
but
Mickey says it's also known as the London Bridge.
it is also known as the London Bridge. If
I
you
have
well,
never heard
or the
these
Eiffel
terms.
Tower.
You guys
If you
are
high five,
hoes.
if you high five, it's the Eiffel Tower.
What does that mean if you high five?
If you in the front and the back and you,
I cannot.
it's true.
Where do y'all come up with this?
I didn't come up
Goodness
with it. I'm just
gracious.
I'm just saying that's what it's called.
Okay, well, I mean, shoo. I guess Mickey needs to log off too, child. This is not going. It's not going as planned. I mean,
I'm
goodness
just
gracious.
saying. Like, where was she going with the two guys to go play checkers? Like, what were you doing? You was going to go play war, speed.
Or
Like, what was y'all gonna do? They was. She said they was on their way to
so
another
you're not
party.
taking her to get a rape kit? Is that what you're trying
Absolutely
to
not.
say?
Also, the rule is if I meet somebody at a club, I never go to a second location. I never go to a second location with a stranger. If I
I'm
meet
not
you here,
I'm not going anywhere with a stranger.
that's what I'm saying. If I
And that's
meet you
probably
at the club,
that is that
that's
is the that is the reason. Never mind. I'm not even gonna get into this.
get into it.
I need to go to places with. I need to have once in my past life went somewhere with strangers. Get my numbers
Okay.
up. Here we go.
I
The low
listen. I go play.
numbers.
Listen. I go low numbers. My numbers is low.
Sir, good
Low,
night.
low. They are. My
Do we
numbers are
have one? Do
super
we have
low.
one more? Cup of tea that we need to spill before we leave out today.
Oh. Okay. So I want to shout out the winners at the Emmys. I
Okay,
don't know if you,
for sure.
Quinta Brunson for Abbott Elementary, Shirley Ralph, Lizzo. This is it was a big night for the beautiful black women. I do want to say though, when Quinta won, when she was on stage, Jimmy Kimmel kind of clowned a little bit, and that was a fucking mess.
Of
Laid
him
on the
laying on, yeah,
laying
laying
on the
there.
fucking ground through her entire speech was childish. It was spotlight stealing. Like it was a mess. Like you can't even like I don't even know like what was going through his head. We thought that would be a funny bit or like something cute to do. Will Arnett had to drag him off stage. Like it was not a cute look. And so I hate that her moment, her first Emmy, was ruined by this man deciding that it was his time to to lay on and get attention. But
And
shout out, yeah,
although she was polite and she said that it really didn't bother her, she recognizes that he, is one of the,
mm,
top comedians and of
right,
TV and so on and so forth. And she was like, it really didn't bother me. It was just like a joke, a skit, whatever.
mm,
And I understand why she said what she said,
right. She on
because
his
the
show
internet,
Wednesday,
the internet can do the rest.
right, for
You
real,
know,
for
and
real.
also too, she said that Jimmy Kimmel was like one of the first to have her on his
He
show
was
in prime nighttime,
right.
TV.
I
So
remember that I watched her press tour. I was very impressed by that because she was on. I've been watching Quinta since she was like doing like the Comedy Store and like doing YouTube videos before like she got a stylist, right? And when she was still like doing like YouTube skits with like BuzzFeed,
mhm.
and so she's been doing this a long, long, long time.
And you know
And
what?
I'm
Those of you who have not done so yet, Abbott Elementary comes out what, in a couple
uh,
days?
21st.
Comes out on the 21st. You really have to watch it because it's freaking hilarious.
It
Like
is. It's
it's
so funny.
such a good show. It's like black people meet the office
It's so
versus
good.
something. It's really just such a good show. And she said she based it off of the school her mother taught at, I believe, or one of her
Mhm.
previous teachers, so on and so forth. But either
The
way,
school is named after her old teacher,
hmm,
and it was based and the Cheryl Lee Ralph character is based on her mom.
yeah. So definitely, watch it if you haven't done so. Watch Abbott Elementary. Before we
Absolutely.
go, there's some shitty news that I really have to discuss. Okay, because I know some of you out there, you're like, hey, I'm trying to get, summertime fine. You go start early, because
Right.
now it's September, and we all know that sometimes you get you a little sandwich from Porta Subs,
Oh, Florida
something
subs.
light, something like
Hmm.
you get you a sandwich from Subway. I don't even know if I can get through this story, but I'm gonna try.
Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead. I'm with you.
All right. So there was a clip that was shown that came out on September 11th, which had like over 500,000 views, so on and so forth. What happened was, chick named Kales, right, goes to Subway. She gets a sandwich, whatever, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
In between the two rappers, I don't think I can do it. In between the two rappers of the sandwich, there was
What was in between them?
there
What
was a
was in
literal piece
the
of shit,
Dookie?
doo doo. Okay, it was feces
In between the wrapped in the
in between.
subway wrap, like they had wiped their ass with the paper and then like wrapped it around the sandwich. It was like a
Then
piece of
she's
actual
then
dookie.
she's whew. Then she said she doesn't know if the feces came from an actual human or if it came from a dog
Animal, right?
or something
But
of that
does it
sort.
matter? Would it matter
No.
to you if it was like, okay, well, it's not human shit, so I guess I'm okay, or like, damn, is this human? Does this shit have monkeypox? Like, would the origin of the shit matter?
No, it's a sandwich full of shit. First of all, we already know that Subway sells sandwiches full of shit. We've been known
They
this
do, they
for
do.
years and years. They don't have right. Their tuna is fake. Their meat is fake.
The bread is fake.
They're
The
and
bread
now
ain't even bread.
at this point it's
It's
filled
literal
with
shit.
shit.
Literal shit.
So y'all can go out there and you can eat shit if you want to from Subway, but you won't
Real
find
shit.
me.
Won't
But
not
you won't
me.
find me eating it.
Won't will not be me.
And
I don't eat
that's the
Subway
shady
anyway.
ass. And that's the shady ass tea for today. Okay,
That's it.
sir. Tell the people where they can find you on all social media platforms.
They can find me on Instagram, Steve Sir Armstrong, and Facebook, Sir Armstrong. Follow me, DM me, talk to me. I'm a human being. I'm actually
Are
this
you?
funny in real life. I am. I'm actually this funny in real life. So yeah. Get to know me.
All right, listen, you can follow me on each and every social media platform at eCarrice. That's ECARRICE. Don't forget to follow Hot 7025 FM as well as Shady as
The
T
shady ass
on all
tea.
platforms as well. You can catch us every single Tuesday right
Every single
here
time.
at
No
6
matter
p.m.
what.
on no matter what, right? On
No matter what.
hot7025fm.com. Do me a favor, those of you who are listening live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, click that share button, tell your friends about us, because we are live and they definitely need all of this tea. We will see you next Tuesday,
See
y'all.
you next
Bye.
Tuesday. Bye.